What is going on, you lunatics? Guys, we're going to talk about price action. We're going to talk about the new governance proposal. 1.1.0 is about to be launched. We're going to look at the overall volume. And then we've got a post from Mr. Diamond Hands that we're going to dig into. And yeah, it seems like I don't know if you're excited or not. I don't know how you feel about Luna Classic. I haven't been covering it every day because until the developers really kind of give us a massive move, the enthusiasm has really sort of waned. And we do the best that we can, but there's not always news. And I felt like I'm just kind of making stuff up, and I'm throwing I'm putting dollar thumbnail out just so I can feel like I don't know, what do you call it, a crypto king. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleeve.
All right, guys, as you can see from this chart, we are really breaking down below the 50 SMA. Now, this is on the daily, which means that we have broken down. You come and look at the 4-hour, and you can see that we've been breaking down below that. Now, you have to ask yourself, what happens when we break underneath? Well, when we break underneath, you can see right here when it happened. This is going back to the early part of February when we broke down. We went from where we trade in 1800 all the way down to 1500. So that's a 300 dip. So if we consider this and we consider the same sort of level, then we're probably looking at some price action down in this level. That's I don't want to say that. I don't want to be right about it, but you have to take the context of where you are versus what happens when you get there. Now, what we saw right here was this little channel between the 50 and the 200. We're kind of tightening up, and maybe it was going to go over, but now you've seen this downward momentum over the last bunch of hours, and that's created, and by hours I mean this is maybe just one day. We woke up Tuesday morning and the US market was having a hissy fit, and I guess their pearl necklaces or whatever, it's just America. Jesus Christ. They're clutching their pearls and crying and whining. But here's the good part, right? And I want to point this out so that you guys can see that, so that you understand as well as I what I'm looking at. And I'm looking at this bottom wicking here. When you see bottom wicking like that, what that means is you are fighting for your position, and that means that the bulls are coming in and buying it up. Now, when you see it like down here, what did you see happen here? When we hit this down here, you saw this big move to the upside. Now, are we going to see as big a move? I don't know, but we saw it again happen over here. So I guess you consider from here 1500 up to, let's call it 1695, 10% run the last time it happened, and then another one, a 10% run the last time it happened. Now, this is not nearly as big, and you can see here another one happened right there, and a big run happened. I mean, it's all part of a big move, right? But when you see the wicking, that usually means that you've got some upside move, because it means that the bulls are protecting their positions, right? So if you see that, then that generally means that you've got some upside potential happening. Now, when you see it happen on the other side, that means downside. When you see it happening on the other side, that means downside. So that's what you're looking at, and that's what I'm looking at when I'm watching these charts. And I'm just looking for some positivity out of it. And a little bit of that turns this into a move where it crosses back over. And when it crosses back over, that's when we get the big moves. Now, when I say big moves, I mean big local moves at this point. We're not really bouncing up into the stratosphere at any point, right? We haven't really had a big move yet. Here's what's going to take: some real solid news about a repeg. It's going to take some real big news for that to happen. I want you guys to understand that. I don't want to mislead you. But let's move on. We're going to move to station over here. So the upgrade proposal has already passed, so we know that that's going through 99.9% so far. 77 million on trading volume, 957 million on market cap. Again, we started this at 782 million, so we're up. No matter what, we're up. Then you can look over here and you can see 19 million on the USTC. I'm not talking about USTC today, just kind of brushing over it. 260 million. And then finally, we have this from Mr. Diamond Hansen. And I wanted to point this out. KuCoin has billions of Lunc staked, and Binance starts their burn of Lunc next month. Big things are coming for Luna Classic. Don't make the same mistake like those who faded Doge and SHIB before they went parabolic. You will never forgive yourself. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's a chart out there. And that chart shows you how much you would have had if you invested $1,000 in SHIB. On day one, you'd have 1,000. But on like day 50 and 60 and 100 and stuff like that, you would have had $1.96. And then all of a sudden, the reversal happened. Everything went out of its mind, and you would have had millions. Well, that's what he's implying here, is that the same thing could be happening. We just need this ecosystem to start to thrive again. And Ed Kim and Zeradar and the guys are working hard to make that happen. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and Luna Classic is not going to be rebuilt overnight. So it takes some time. You have some faith, and we'll see at the finish line. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleeves. I am always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified of future content, and we'll see you again very, very soon.
I'm looking for the good life, sitting on top of the world. I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls.